And welcome back. Final Fantasy XIV, we have finished our Arcanist questline, and now we are ready to finally become an actual summoner by unlocking that job. Nope, not gonna go Scholar. Even though she'll send us to our boy Alkazulka, but nope. Austerities of Flame. Greetings, Alex. It is well you have come, for we have an intriguing matter to discuss. A request has come from our guild from the Sons of St. Koinik, an organization of some of the finest minds in Eorzea, and they have asked for you by name. It appears that the research the Sons are currently conducting would benefit from the assistance of an Arcanist, specifically one who has had the tempering experience of defeating the primal Ifrit. Ifrit, whatever. Most people just call it Ifrit. Though I must admit to some curiosity as to how these scholars knew the extent of your heroic exploits, I suppose the source of their knowledge is of little relevance. If you would answer this request, then you will find your contact, a researcher by the name of Ymitra, at Apkalu's Falls in the nation of Gridania. It soon becomes real obvious how she knows about you. But Apkalu Falls is in Gridania. So now from this point on, our job quests will all come from a different location. They will come from Apkalu Falls on Summoner all the way to level 70. Teleport to the amphitheater. Which way is it? Left or right? Ah, there we go. How did I end up going in the wrong direction? Wound up taking the long way around anyway. You'll recognize this area if you've been getting achievements. You'll be coming to talk to this guy Jonathas for your rewards. It's in the same vicinity. This dude here. He's the one that gives you rewards for achievements. So if you've been doing that, you've been here. But Ymitra, she's the one that's going to be giving us all our quests from here out. You're Alex Payne, I assume. Well met, and thank you for coming. My name, as you have obviously surmised, is Ymitra. I am a member of the Sons of St. Koinik. Ours is a Charlayan order that seeks the lost knowledge of the Allagan Empire. And in that regard, we have recently made a singularly important discovery at our dig site in Mordona. We salvaged from the ruins a set of ancient texts describing the existence of a sect of Allagan mages known as Summoners. These were arcane practitioners said to have had the ability to siphon the essences of the primals and manifest this stolen energy as a biddable ally known as an Eggy. Should we succeed in resurrecting such arts, then we might well hold in our hands the power to bring this age of conflict to an end. There is, however, as there always must be, one monumental obstacle to realizing this reality. In order to manifest these obedient incarnations of the Beastmen's savage deities, one must first defeat a primal and capture its etheric essence. Thus, only one who can boast such a daunting achievement under his belt may even begin on the path to becoming a summoner. Do you understand now why I called upon you? If you wish to contribute to my research, then come to me in the west of Byrgo's Strike in southern Thomlin. There we shall conduct a ritual of summoning the austerities of flame. Now, as for who she is, Ymitra. If you've been playing the game and actually been talking to everybody, you'll know that Mikotes of their particular sect, they have different tribes. They have a letter, apostrophe, then a name. She is a member of the Y tribe, as is one of our scions, Y'shtola. She's her sister. My name is Ymitra. I am affiliated with the Sons of St. Koinok, a research organization comprised of Charlayan scholars and Eorzean sages. You already told us all that. Once again, Alligans. Always with the Alligans. The tales my sister wove of the wild realm of Eorzea were what first encouraged me to visit. But beyond that initial curiosity, there is much in this land to interest an avid scholar. Not the kind of scholar you think. She's not the arcanist healer. She's a scholar as in, you know, bookworm. Alright, Byrago's Strike is in Southern Thonolin. Forgotten Springs. But that is how they knew about you, was through Y'shtola. As all the scions are connected with the Charlayan scholarly types. But here, let's go ahead and head on down into the desert. Alright, let's get it. Greetings to you once more, Alex. I had a feeling this unique opportunity would be nigh impossible for you to ignore. Let us proceed directly to the ritual, shall we? According to the records we recovered, the summoners of old would perform these rites in a land in which the naturally dominant element matched the aspect of the avatar they wished to call forth. Only in such a place might one sufficiently shift one's etheric balance in the desired direction. The element of fire is especially strong here in the Sagoli Desert. I can think of no land more fitting in which to summon an incarnation of the Lord of the Inferno. Before we begin, I must insist that you accept this gem. It may appear of little worth, but within its faceted depths dwell the memories of long-deceased summoners. Now you must focus. Visualize the ether flowing through you, a vibrant current of energy transforming into living fire. Hold this image in your mind, and the raging heat of your life force shall spawn an eggy wreathed in flames. Be aware, however, that this nation entity will appear before you unbound and hostile. It is your charge to overpower the avatar and establish yourself as its master. The path of the summoner is not, if not fraught with peril. Let's do it. Now this battle here, pretty much the same as the actual Ifrit battle. Kind of want to keep your tank pet on him so that he doesn't eat Ymitra alive. Now, flame shivers. Any type of ad, always take it out. sustain up on your Eggy. Or your carbuncle as it is now. Now these things have almost no HP, so... Oh, we let Miasma run out. Just barely. That 2.5 second cooldown. Ah, here we go. Nails. Dot them all up. Two Gas of Ruin will finish that one. And that drops his invulnerability, and we can redot him. Not sure, I think there was another nail phase. Yeah, when Miasma gets down around 5 seconds, it's time to recast it. Well, I guess there isn't another nail phase. He's dead. Yeah. Alright, most impressive. The Fireborn Eggy has submitted to your will. You have mastered the austerities of flame, and that is no small feat. Pray let us return to Apkalu Falls that we might further discuss your achievement. There we go. Now that battle wasn't so hard. Now in the case of that fight, it's easiest just to leave your pet on Ifrit, just so that Ifrit doesn't go running all around the battlefield, because the fire sprites he summons, as you saw, just putting the dots on them kills them. A couple of ticks, they're done. So they're not going to really have much of a chance to attack you anyway. And the nails are static, they don't do anything, so there's no reason to put a tank pet on them either. Just leave your pet sticking Ifrit right there to the center of the arena, and just do your work. And he'll drop pretty damn quick. There we go. This time I'm not going to go take the right when I should have taken a left. This is truly a momentous occasion. You have rescued the lost art of summoning from the grasping mire of forgotten history. But you must know more of the avatar you have bound. In the ancient tongue of the Allegan Empire, it would be known as Ifrit Eggy, where Eggy translates approximately to pure or the essence of. In short, you have tamed a willful manifestation of Ifrit's raging fires. As you might expect from an entity born of the Lord of the Inferno, this avatar and its capacity for destruction should serve you well in your battles to come. With such an ally at your command, it is not too soon to take upon yourself the title of Summoner. You have proven yourself more than worthy of the soul crystal you now possess. Yet be that as it may, the road before you is long and arduous. If you would triumph in this age of conflict, you must needs master more than just the Eggy of fire. I suggest you next fix your gaze upon claiming a servant of unyielding stone. This will, of course, necessitate you joining an expedition to defeat the primal known as Titan. This beloved divinity of the kobolds poses the greatest threat to Limsa Lominsa, and it is there that you will find allies in your cause. The risks are great, but so too are the rewards. Topple the Lord of Crags, and we may progress to the next stage of our historic research. Fair fortune to you. The next quest will be available upon reaching level 35. Not only that, but you also have to have beaten the Titan Primal. So it's gated behind main story progress. And summon 3. You get your soul crystal, and as soon as you equip it, your hotbar gets blown up. So any skills that you had painstakingly set, yeah, well, they just got shuffled for no reason whatsoever. So what I do there is I just create a new gear set for it. That way there, if you go back to Arcanist, say you want to go unlock Scholar now, you still have that hotbar. However, the only way you can summon Ifrit is by having the soul crystal equipped. It also changes where your ether flow gauge is on your HUD and the whole deal. So as soon as you unlock Summoner, you got some work to do just setting your stuff back the way you had it. But Ifrit, he is, unlike your Emerald Carbuncle, he is a melee pet, not a caster. He gets right up on the enemies and beats on them. Now his thing, he has his AoE attack, just like Emerald Carbuncle does, but his special ability is Radiant Shield, which what it used to do is it created a barrier that if it got hit, it nerfed the damage that the enemy would do. So it was good to have Ifrit if you had a tank that was mass pulling and getting hit by a whole bunch of enemies. Every one of them would have a chance to get their attacks nerfed every time they hit the tank. Doesn't work like that no more. Now all it does is if it's hit, instead of nerfing the damage that the enemy does, it makes the enemy more vulnerable to physical attacks. Which means if you're in a party, it'll obviously make the tank do a little more damage, but the healer doesn't help the healer a damn bit. And if you're with a black mage, a red mage, or another summoner, it doesn't do shit for anybody. That's the only problem I have with the way they've reworked Radiant Shield. That, and plus it's only like a 15% chance of it even being a buff. Kinda useless. However, he does do a little bit more damage, especially early on. He does more damage than Emerald Carbuncle. Now, we will eventually get a wind-based Eggy, which narrows the gap quite a bit, but all that will be, down the road. We're not even close to fighting Titan yet, but for now, we now have our... Oh, one other thing. In some fights, if you're going to use him in a party, you'll want him on Obey, because he has a stun, which is Crimson Cyclone is his there it is, deals fire damage with blah blah blah, right? But it's a stun, it's an interrupt. Now normally if you put him on sick, he'll just use it and it won't matter. That's his AoE. He doesn't get his AoE until level 40. So in lower level dungeons, he's not real good, because he can only single target. But in most fights, you can just have him on sick, because it doesn't matter if he's using a stun. But in some fights where a boss has an ability that needs to be stunned, otherwise bad things happen, you don't want Ifrit accidentally stunning at the wrong time, so you would want to put him on Obey. But other than that, if there's nothing that a stun might cause a problem with, you can leave him on sick. You don't have to really micromanage him. However, there are fights, like I said, that things need to be stunned at certain times, so you don't want Ifrit interfering with that. Put him on obey in that case. But I'm going to go ahead and fix this hotbar and all that. And then we will take our new summoner through a dungeon. Until then, take care.